Today's video, it's all about makeup on the go that you can replicate at the office, on the bus, on the subway. So let's get started, and until the next time, be bold, be beautiful, be you. What I did was to use a BB cream. In my case, I used Wet n Wild. I put that all over under my moisturizer and my sunscreen. The next step that I'm going to do is use the corrector that comes with this particular BB cream. If you're using a tinted moisturizer and you do not need to correct, please just go ahead and do not do that step. But if you're like me and you need to correct some dark circles or maybe some hyperpigmentation, then this is the step that you need to follow. So very quickly, you're gonna grab this just with your hands, with your fingers, and you are going to put it right here. And again, this is the type of makeup that you can apply with just a few products. You can do it just about anywhere, in a bus, in a subway. I'm going to move forward with my concealer. In this case, I'm using this one. Is extremely affordable. It's from Absolute New York and it's called Radiant Cover Brightening and Lifting Concealer, and my shade is light medium warm number 3. I don't know if you can see that. So we are going to apply concealer wherever we need it. And in my case, again, it's gonna be right in this area. Again, if you don't need this much concealer, just don't do it. Just use the amount that you need at your own discretion. Also, you don't want to start your concealer right over here because it's gonna crease. Especially if you're not at work, if you're doing your makeup on the go, and if you start your concealer and your cream products right there, it will crease. By the time you get to it, it's not gonna look good. So just avoid the area. Now, just with the spongy, just tap very lightly so you can cover that area that you just worked on. Again, just to recap, the only product that I have in my face is moisturizer, SPF, and a BB cream. Very light, since I'm using the Wet n Wild one. This is literally like a tinted moisturizer. Go a little over since you have almost no coverage. You could apply a little more if you want to look more perfected. But again, this is not necessary. It's all about your circumstances. It's all about looking polished and put together with the least amount of products. I'm going to apply some powder in our eyelids. So if we have oily eyelids or we sweat, so our eyelids can stay dry, and we just dab very quickly until we feel we have built enough coverage with the powder that we have chosen. Now that I feel good about what I've done, the next step is using bronzer. Rarely you're going to see people in the subway or on a bus with contouring products. Most of the time you're gonna use your typical bronzer. In my case, I'm using something very natural, something that is going to fit your everyday life. The product that I'm using is Bare Minerals Invisible Bronzer. If I want a natural finish, this is the shade that I'm using. If I want something a little bit more drastic, then I would go to medium. But for everyday life, if you are fair, light, or light to medium, this is the perfect shade for you, because it's just gonna give you a very hint of a shadow and some warmth into your face without creating any harsh lines. So with a little brush like this, we're just gonna dab in the areas where we need to bring forward the face. A little bit on the nose, very quick, because remember, we are on the go. We don't have time for stopping or anything like that. Chances are, if you are on the go, you have mini sizes with you, so it's more convenient in case you need to do some retouch, or if you need to freshen up your makeup at the end of the day. In this case, the mini blush that I have is from Laura Geller, and the shade that I'm using is Pink Grapefruit. So with the same brush that I applied my bronzer as a contour, I'm just going a little bit, just to give me a little bit of a flush, nothing too prominent, and I want to keep it in this area. As you can see. And that's it. We're done. Normally when you are on the go, and if you are like me and you live in NYC and you take the subway every single day, a common thing that you're going to see every single day is women just putting eyeliner, just defining their eyes with eyeliner. You can do top, you can do top or bottom. In my case, I'm going to do top and bottom, just to have a full defined eye that is going to last me the whole day. For that particular purpose, you want to use a waterproof product. You can use a liner pen with a felt tip, or you want to use a regular gel pen. In this case, the one I'm using is from L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm gonna take my little mirror here so I can have more precision. So you're gonna take your liner and we're gonna start lining your eyes. So the first thing that you need to do is get your shape defined first, and then you go back and then you fill in all the gaps. So that's what we're doing right now. And I'm gonna leave it over there. I'm gonna move to the other eye just to make sure that I have somewhat a even application, and then I'll go back and I'll fix everything. There's one eye that is always easier than the other. I don't know why. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. We're trying to achieve perfection, where not a lot of perfection is possible to achieve. Now I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna take my spongy. I'm gonna line my waterline. Now we're going to apply mascara. In this case, this is the one that I've been using for the past, I would say, 3 weeks. It's pretty good. It doesn't smudge. It has a long-lasting power, and it's easy to take off, which is very important, so you don't lose any eyelashes. So just apply top and bottom, and let's get going. Next step is lips. You can finish this up with several choices. You can use a lip balm if that's your preference. You know, not everyone likes to start their day with a liquid lip or something heavy on the lips because maybe they might have a little breakfast, or they might have coffee or tea several times in the morning. So something that you can do is that you can line your lips just to have some definition. In this case, I am using a NYX lip pencil, and the color that I'm using is pale pink SBL 854. This is a pretty rosy pink, so just feel free to define your lips. There you go. Now you take a little bit of a lip gloss or a tinted lip balm, and you just go over it just to give your lips a little bit of oomph or definition. I am using Pixie. This is a sample size that I always carry with me, again because I cannot carry with me full-size products because I really need to be mindful of the space that I have in my purse. This color is Honey Sheen, and just apply a little bit, and this smells delicious. It feels awesome on the lips. It's very minty, very refreshing, very plumping. This is it, guys. I hope you like this look. I hope you enjoy it. Just a few products that you can carry in your little tote, whether it's for school or for work, for an interview, or for any place that you need to have your makeup on the go or done just very quick with very few products. I hope you like this. Please give it a like, and if there's anything else that you would like to say to me, just send me an email and I will be taking any suggestions. Until our next installment, just take care. Bye.
That's all for this episode of House of Olive. Be sure to check out past episodes and make sure you subscribe so you stay in the loop of future episodes that'll be coming your way. Hope you enjoyed the program, and thanks for tuning in.